tuned into the game,
where evolution is revolution.
Welcome to another edition of the Game Recognized Game podcast with RLJ and Kev. I'm KEV, that's RLJ, and we are the gentlemen advancing the melanin evolution. Where evolution is revolution. And we made it back again, Brother Jay. We made it back again, man. It's been a little minute, man, but you know, we chugging along, man. We chugging along.
We had to take a pause for the cause, brother. Yeah.
We persevering though. We persevering.
We are pushing through.
We got to give ourselves some grace and for resiliency. You know what I mean?
We are pushing through. I will say that, right? We haven't become a statistic yet, and you know, life for me ain't been no crystal stair, but I'm still climbing, bro. And,
man, but that's the beauty of it, I guess, man. That's the beauty of it, cause life, I don't know, man. All this adult shit ain't really what it's cracked up to be. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know, man. I was thinking back to when I was probably like a little older than my son. So I probably say like 15, 16, 17, like getting ready to go to college, man, trying to get out of high school and just figuring out, damn, man, the world is at my disposal, man. It's like, whatever I put my mind to, let's get it. You know, that's the spirit that I had in my heart at one point. Yeah, there's so much promise and vigor, hope. Hope.
what happened?
Life started. Life. let me believe that, hope is what you make it. Hope is what you make it, man. But I don't know, man. Ain't nothing turned out the way that 16-year-old, 17-year-old Kev was like looking at the world, which is kind of ill. But I don't, it is what it is. What you gonna do? You know what I mean?
That's fair. I think you just need a nap. And I say that because I recognize that a lot of my problems that I face now, I can't face them or solve them in the same state in which I received them. And so even with my clients, right? Like I don't have a 24-hour turnaround no more. Starting in, I guess, October, minimum is 48 hours. I need time to process this. And I need to make sure that I'm in the right space and place to process, right? Without interruptions or distractions. And so, bro, life been lifing, and I've been napping. Ronald has been napping. I have to. I'm overstimulated with everything that's happening around me. And so to make sure that what's happening on the outside of me doesn't permeate the inside of me, I shut it down. There was one day, bro, I went from 7 to 7. Meetings, clients. I'm traveling to different offices for a 45-minute meeting, for an hour check-in, for a 15-minute huddle that I thought was going to be an hour. So now I got 30 minutes to get on the other side of D.C., which, in the middle of the day is going to take longer than that. Yeah. And then the next day I had to catch a train to go to New York for a conference that I was there as a consultant. And, like, I said, why did I do this? I was planning on working on the train. Bro, I didn't have nothing to give. Everything stayed in the bag. I put my AirPods on. I listened to some music, and I slept the whole way.
Don't you listen to Drake, the Drake and Kendrick beef, man? 13 years too late.
You
listen to any of the Drake and Kendrick beef, man?
I did listen.
Who you got, man? What side you pick?
K-Dot, bro.
K-Dot.
I was listening, but then after a while, I felt like I didn't have enough time in the day to do what I needed to do and catch up on what happened. So I'm like, yo, give us 5 business days before you drop the other one. Like, you drop
Nah,
it,
man, cause then they talk trash that you waiting too long, man. Like
but
once the diss track drop, you on the clock, man. 24 hours,
bro,
you on the
K
clock.
Dot had it in the chamber. It was like, as soon as he released one, this one's coming out. And I was like, oh, that's a move.
Yeah, it was.
And
He wanted the smoke. He wanted all the smoke.
which is, you know what? I appreciate it. I applaud it. But then after, I don't even remember what the last one was I listened to. I was like, okay, I had enough.
Yeah, man. Yeah, cause I'm like, damn, man, y'all getting extra personal, man.
Yeah, I had enough.
Y'all getting extra personal, man. I don't know if that's like, hey, the last time we saw that level of kind of personal disclosure, some people died, man.
Yeah.
And like let's call it what it is, man. I remember, yo, hit them up. The greatest diss record of all time. People died, man. Let's just say what it is.
Yeah. So yeah,
People
man,
died.
I was keeping up with it. I had enough, so disconnected from that. Disconnect, right? I said this I think a couple seasons ago, but disconnect has been my go-to defense mechanism. Instead of trying to sit here and trying to figure all this out, I just disconnect, because the power that it takes for me to do all this extra stuff that has no bearing on my space and place that I'm in, it's I just disconnect, right? I can use this energy to further develop like the things that I'm building or that I'm working on, or shit. Sleep.
Yeah.
Like heck, I mean, even in the Bible, Elijah said, "Yo, I just want to die." And God was like, "Go lay down. You tired. Take a nap." The angels woke him up and said, "Eat something."
Yeah, man.
Now, how you feeling?
I've been like going to bed. It's just like I'm holding myself accountable, like I'm in elementary school, man. So yo, man, your bedtime's 9:00, no exception.
Shut it down, cause
And I cut everything off, man. I lay there and I let the thoughts. I've been working on like grounding exercises.
That's
You
good.
know what I'm saying?
That's good stuff,
Like if
guys.
it's a categorical kind of thing, or if I'm just thinking about like getting in tune with my senses.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What am I seeing? What am I hearing? What am I feel? What texture, taste, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I just kind of lay there and I just kind of listen. What are the things that I'm hearing right now? Then I go back to the thoughts and the thoughts kind of have subsided a little bit. But that's how I put myself to sleep. Way more healthier probably than, down in a fifth of 1800.
My God, bro.
Oh, hey man, if you're drinking, you gotta, hey man. That's why I don't keep liquor. I don't keep hard liquor in the house no more, man.
That's good. That's good, because
it's not good for me.
Yeah.
This is what I keep in my house, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. People probably gonna test me on this, but whatever. I keep sweet reds in the house. I keep the pre-made margarita Jose Cuervo mixers. It's already pre-made or whatever. I keep that in the house. That's it. Cause the harder the liquor, man, the worse off it get. And then like, yo, man, my body ain't my body how I used to be back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So my comeback game, that shit
3 to 5 business days.
Yeah, man. Shit, like, yo, man, we'll get back to you 7 to 10 business days via snail mail. No text messaging.
Media mail.
Yo, my nigga. No text messaging. Ain't no patient portal. Ain't no customer portal. You can go on, get your answer. No, man. I'm sending that joke. Snail mail.
Media mail, it used to be like $1.36 to mail something like a book or something to California, and that should take a month.
Yo, bruh. You know, bro, the forever stamps, man. I had forever stamps for like, this is what I do, man. I haven't had forever stamps for probably about 5 years that I just bought. Cause you know, I feel like that's my come up. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm gonna buy these forever. Cause I just know the price of stamps will keep going up.
And they are, bro. They are.
Yeah,
I
so the
literally
forever stamps I bought, man, I bought a book of them joints like 5 years ago. I still got. So I be purposely mailing shit sometimes just to tell the system I got you.
the flex on them.
Yeah,
Bro, a stamp is like
I'm
60 cents now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think it's more than that, man.
It could be.
Yo, bro, hold on, man. Hold on, man. You gotta put that in the Google machine,
Google
man.
machine.
God damn. How much is the price of stamps?
68 cents. Oh, psych.
Six-
It's going
70. It's going to 73
cents.
cents, man. Yo, I'm up, baby. I'm up. I think I paid like 50 cents. I think I paid 50 cents for the forever stamps, man, when I got them. I'm up, baby. It's the small victories, brother Jay. The small victories in life of being an adult.
And the sick part is I typically purchase my stamps online because I have a machine, right? And so I'm already paying a discounted rate. So when I went into
man, I went and put dollar bills into the machine and hit the button, man. Because I went there, years. I tried to get like, I don't know, man, it was I think I wanted to find like the Marvin Gaye stamps.
Okay.
And I couldn't find them all, so I said, well, let's just give me some forever stamps. And it was like a savings bond, man. I feel like I'm up, man. I feel like, yo, it's paid off. My diligence paid off.
And I feel like I need to go before July 14th because this is crazy.
Stamps about to be 75 cents, man. Yo, for our listeners, man, when the last time y'all niggas mailed a letter? Matter of fact, not a bill. When the last time y'all wrote a letter, put it in an envelope, and mailed it?
But so now I'm looking to see the history of how much stamps cost.
Yo, B, I swear I got a book of stamps for 5 years ago, man. And every time I put something in the mail and I got to use, I feel like I got over on the man. Everything I love, man. It's one of my guilty pleasures, yo. It's like, yeah, I'm up on y'all niggas.
In January of 1999, they were 33 cents.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's 110% increase, man. 20 years, 110% increase. That's wild.
Before the pandemic, they were 55 cents.
Bruh, I'm telling you, that's when I got my Jones, man. Dude, nigga, I wish I had bought them Jones like a kilo of Coke, man. I would have bought 2,000 of them. 2,000 of them Jones.
Bro, I'm sitting here looking at the screen in denial.
Yo, bro, I would have bought a brick of them joints.
Not a brick. all stamped bricks.
Courtesy of the United States federal government. I'm up.
Bro, it went up twice in 23. I feel like an old soul right now because I'm like, yo, a stamp?
Bruh,
in January 23, it was 63. Man. In July, they bumped it to 66. This year, in January, it went to 68. Bruh. And in July, it's going to 73. Wow.
Every time I use one, I be like, I'm up, baby. I'm up. I put extra stamps on shit just to see if it get there faster.
It don't.
Sure down, try to open
it. Don't. It don't. That shit gonna sit in the bin for a day. It's gonna sit on the truck for a day. It's gonna sit in the other post office for a day, and then it might go out for delivery.
Hey, yo, man, real rap, though. Shout out to all the postal workers, man. I got family members retired from the post. I get it, man. Hey, we got to do what we got to do. It probably provide a good living for some. But, man, I hate going to the post office. For some reason, every time I go to a post office, man, I feel like I'm going to get the weakest service ever. I feel like it's always going to be a line. I feel like it's going to be like an 85-year-old lady there. And she don't know how to swipe your credit card. She only take cash. And she makes sure that if you ain't filled out the form before you get to her, she send you to the back of the line. Yo, the post office like the new DMV, bro. Like that joint's sad. Like Mark, remember the episode of Mark was in the DMV? That's
Yep.
the post office now, man. It'd be niggas in there trying to like ship off shoes and shit. And
It'd be a
purses.
lot. What really pissed me off, right? I rarely have
Dope.
to go, but when I have to go and I see people pulling up with Amazon, but they're not ready, right? Like when I show up at UPS, FedEx, wherever I'm going, my packages are ready. I'm just handing it to you. I need you to scan it and give me the receipt.
That's it. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm not coming with. One woman showed up. I kid you not. I tried to get out my car, almost broke my neck trying to get in before. I made it in before.
Yeah.
Because I literally had to just drop it.
Because you knew you was going to be behind her for an hour.
So I slowed down as I'm leaving the counter. Bro, she had in one arm all of the packaging material. Tape.
Like the bubble wrap and all that
Bubble
shit?
wrap, all the things, and then the bubble envelopes.
Mm.
Then in this arm, she had a box full of things. And so she's like, well, I just got some questions. And so it'll just be easier if I just stuff them here and hand it to you. And there was a black woman. She said, I know the fuck not. Bro.
I know she was like, I hate it here, man.
Yo, that black lady, she said, I know the fuck not. I know you not. No, ma'am, you gonna go over there to that empty table away from the line. You're gonna put your items in your packaging, and then you can come up here. We not doing this.
Yo, bro, I know she was like, I hate it here, man.
It was her
like,
face.
What did I do to deserve this shit?
Her face was like, I don't know what you thought this was. And so there was people behind her that started laughing. I chuckled on my way to the car, but I was like, yo, the unmitigated gall to get up and think you just gonna put stuff in the package at the actual register. I said, oh no. Then she kept asking questions from the back of the post office. Well, where can I? And the woman just kept waiting on the people in front. And she said, man, we not finna yell.
I'd rather wait in the line the first of the month at the grocery store.
Oh no.
Than to wait in the line at the post office.
I don't want to do either.
I don't want to do either, but I'm just saying that's how much I despise like waiting in the line at the post office, because like every time it be like special circumstances. at least the first of the month, you got somebody that you might got $100 worth of shit. They got $500 worth of shit, and they got to the line before you. But at least you know it's like boom, 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 boom. They going in that joint proud because they know it's on their card. Cool. But yo, man, but the post office is like you don't know if it's on your card or not. So it be like special circumstances, the weight, the texture, the what you sending,
life decisions, bro. They are life decisions.
Like, yo, do you need it? Do you need a signature with it? Do you need insurance? And yo, like you ask niggas these questions in real time, yo, they freeze up.
Panic. One woman was mailing something,
like
and she said she needed it there in 2 days. And he was like, the fastest I can get it there. She says, nope, 2 days will be fine. He was like, okay, do you want a morning delivery? She said, I just need it there before the close of the day. She was like, $48. The woman was like, it's an envelope. And I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
She goes, she's like, damn, I should have went to UPS or FedEx or some shit.
And they was like, this is guaranteed 2 days. Yeah. Guaranteed. The other services, they're cheaper. There's no guarantee. Yeah. So she grabbed her child by the arm like it was the child's fault. She said, F this, I'll just drive it.
See, she wasn't ready. That's the post office shit. She wasn't ready. At least in the grocery store, niggas ain't gonna be in there if they can't afford the outside. I take that back, man. I was in a CVS. I was in a CVS probably about 2 weeks ago, man. I seen some little girls look like they could have been no more than my son, maybe 14, 15 at most. Mm-hmm. These little Negroes walked the whole joint, filled up their baskets to the brim. Yo, do you remember, like, I can't remember what Eddie Murphy movie it is. It might be like Beverly Hills Cop 2. And he was like, yeah, it's a brim of money. He said, what's a brim of money? He's like, nah, you know, like a brown paper bag filled up to the brim with money. Anyway, these little girls, they had their baskets filled up to the brim all kinds of hair supply, moisturizers. Like, yo, my G, these niggas was about to start an Ulta. They was about to, yo, they was about to start a hood Ulta, my G. And I see him walking around. I'm getting my stuff, man, because I was like, I'm out of town. It's late. I need a few things. Boom, boom, boom. Pay my shit. I walk out. I'm looking at my receipt. I'm walking out the door, and then they run out, and they kind of like try to send me out the way. I guess I was out because they was parked beside me. Whoever pulled up, they pulled up right beside me, right? And I guess I was an impediment to their getaway. So these little three chicks, man, this shit was like some 2024 middle school set it off shit, man. These niggas hot in that car in the back with them CVS baskets so fucking fast, bruh. And the thing is, like, man, she couldn't have been no more than 4'8", man. Little nigga pushed me out the way real tough. The basket was bigger than her.
They took the basket with them?
Yeah, no, it was 3 little girls, 3 baskets filled to the brim.
So not only did you steal the merchandise, you stole property.
With they Ulta Starter Kits, man. And my piece is, man, the old man that was working there, man, he was walking out with his cane. I was like, yo, bro, they gone. And I was just hoping the nigga won't looking at me like I was helping him. If anything, you should give me a lifetime discount because I indirectly tried to stop.
I tried to use my body as a barrier.
Yo, bro, these little Negroes walked out that junk. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I'ma just say, in each basket, let's just say each basket was probably like $600 worth of shit.
Cause shit is high, bro. Shit is high.
Real rap. I like it was little. It was little. It won't like they ain't going that junk for the big joints that people do. Like the laundry detergent, like medical supplies or like medicine and shit. Dog, they started an Ulta.
Did they have masks on?
Nah, they had hair bonnets and shit on, man. They had the little girl.
They had masks on. Their hair bonnets was their mask.
Bruh, they had on the hair bonnets and shit, man. Like, yo, they ain't covering their face though. They had hair bonnets and lip gloss. That's all. That's all you can see. And fuzzy house shoes. I don't know if they was the Uggs or the Kanye's. I think one of the little girls had a mismatched joint. She had a furry joint on and a Kanye slide.
She had to hurry up and get out the house. One of the middle schools I used to work in, we had a detective show up and he said, I need to run a verification on one of your students. And so I'm sitting there like, oh, what's this about to be? So the principal called him in. I'm observing, right? He opens the virtual yearbook. Detective shows him the picture on his phone of who the student was. And they narrowed it down within 10 minutes. So I said, well, how did you know they went to this middle school? He said, I didn't. He said, I'm hitting all of the schools. This just so happened to be my second school. Like, my day consists of going to 23 schools until I find this person. He said, so I need people to understand, like, we have ways of and he said, not to mention, if you're of a certain age and you have a state-issued ID, there's a photo database.
Bruh, and I don't know if whoever the getaway driver was knew that. They probably had cameras on your license plate, but whatever. In the parking lot.
Dumb.
But I'm just saying, it's because of little shit like that they shutting down the shit that niggas need in the hood. They shutting it down. They don't care. Or you can't go into a Walgreens or a CVS in DC and half their merchandise ain't behind like lock and key.
The inconvenience of a convenience store.
Yeah, like real shit.
That's what that is, bro. The inconvenience.
But I get it. I understand it now, man, because I'm just like these little girls. Yo, bruh. I'm just saying, man. Whatever they was doing, they was gonna yo, they was gonna offer up 2 for 1. Whatever Whatever they was getting into, man.
That's wild, man.
That junk was wild, man. But that's what we living in. But I'm just trying to stay out the way, bruh.
Speaking of staying out the way,
Yeah.
we haven't connected since all of this bad boy stuff has hit the air, bro. And we've had conversation offline about like stuff that's happening. So like when it first went down with Diddy, TD Jakes, and
the first lawsuit,
all these things, and the denial of the allegations, the video has since come out.
A video that reconciles Cassie's lawsuit.
Yeah. And
in her lawsuit, she depicts verbatim what happened in the video.
Yeah. I remember someone's like, do you think he did it? I was like, well, one, I don't know him personally. So let me start my conversation with this. Am I saying I don't think he did it? No. Am I saying I think he did it? No. What I am saying is what we have seen is individuals in power think that they could do and say anything that they want to say, and that almighty dollar will prevent them from, dealing with the consequences.
Diddy thought he was a rich white man.
You did.
He was acting like a rich white man that was beyond reproach.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like, I don't know. This is a prime example of like, yo, if you's a fucked up individual and you got like fucked up principles, they gonna come out one way or another, man. Another. Because if it ain't already the kind of rumors and innuendos and the speculation around all of the significant people in his life that have died,
or that he's killed. But go ahead.
Is it a coincidence? You know what I'm saying? And then the fact of the matter is, it's like, yo, you got people that's alive that just say you don't treat people right. And so for you to like, let's call it what it is, man. Like, yo, you kicked the little girl in the head, man. When she was down, she was defenseless. She ain't try to fight back.
And after you did whatever you needed to do and you had whatever you didn't want her to have, you didn't walk back over to her and kicked her.
Yeah, man. Like, that little girl was a woman, but shit.
She was a little girl when she first got with him.
Yeah, Cassie was 20 years his junior. You know what I'm saying?
And she was with him for what, 10 years?
Hell yeah.
And evidently, or allegedly, as people are saying, the reason the video wasn't released before was because someone got paid.
Yeah, but
about $30,000.
That's the thing, though, man. Like, that's power and influence, but it's kind of like,
well, the person who withheld the tape, Cassie needs to come after their asses next.
Oh, yo, for real.
Yeah.
Whoever was responsible for that transaction.
Yeah.
Like, that's some real shit, because, like, man, just looking at the video, man, I was disgusted. I was legit disgusted. Now, I understand people make mistakes and we have lapse in judgment, but that was like, I don't have no respect for humanity. Like, I don't respect you as no fucking human.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't respect you. I don't respect you for being a human being.
It went beyond what we typically hear, right? Like, oh, they got into an altercation. This was malicious in intent, and it was given slave master behavior. That's what
it was given like overseer.
Yeah, behavior like that. And so somebody
that nigga was like, he was on some Mister, but it was on steroids. Yo, think about that shit, man. How mad and like out of it you gotta fucking be to run down a hotel hallway in your bath towel to whip somebody ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when they trying to leave the situation and you still trying to whip their ass and bring them back for more ass kicking.
And
That's crazy, man.
regardless of what she had in the bag, regardless of the
Bruh,
context, what we saw.
she was from the video, she was trying to leave and de-escalate a situation and got snuck on her way out trying to fucking leave while she was putting her goddamn socks on.
Yeah, I probably would have taken the steps, but yeah. And someone said if he's done that in public, what is he doing in private? And I was like, yeah, because that's not the first time.
No, man, shit. Well, yeah, I'm scared to ask what happened in the room that wasn't recorded. You know what I'm saying?
And so someone asked me, they was like, "So you making updates to your playlist?" I said, "Hey, it's too soon to have this conversation."
Man, at this point, man, shit.
We
all
gonna-
the songs I like was by Notorious B.I.G. or Mace. Like, yeah, I'm not letting this shit take away all my childhood, man.
Someone said, and I've said it once before, separate the artist from his art.
Yeah.
And will I go to a concert? Probably not.
Well, nah, I mean, like anything that was affiliated, it's like, nah, man. Like, he done lost his businesses and shit.
Oh yeah.
It won't no summer Ciroc flavor this summer. I ain't seen one yet, so it's all that. It's a wrap.
Yeah, hopefully he was smart enough to put stuff in other people's names, like his children.
Oh yeah, I think, but that's been his business practice for quite some time.
And now we know why.
Yeah,
This is bad, man. It's just
it's bad. It's bad to the fact of like the respect that people was giving dude, and just the cachet that he had within the community. But it's like, yo, I don't know. It's like it's a facade. You a fraud. Because like, yo, to treat somebody the way, like, you don't give a fuck about yourself. You don't care about nothing.
You're not even respecting the little girls that you're raising.
Yeah.
Right? And I get it. This happened before the little girls, right? Because the video was from 2016.
Yeah.
No, wait, hold on. Because they're in high school now, right?
Yeah, they were born, but they were babies.
He wasn't with the mother then?
Man, that joint was weird, man. Like it's a picture floating out there on the internet where it was like a Christmas picture with like all them in one picture. All the baby mothers and everything in one picture.
Crazy as shit, bro. That's like the pre-Nick Cannon saga. But anyways, you don't have respect for yourself, your children, like. But at this point, I think he has reached that level where he feels as if he is above any sense of reproach, right? Like, my money is going out. Do you know who I am? Like, I'll make all this go away. And we saw a lot of his. Yeah, you find the picture. Thanks for finding it.
That's him in the daughter's mama and Cassie. So like he had
It's a lot happening.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I was going with that because you showed me something. What was I saying? We saw a lot of his attitude on making the band, right? And everyone thought it was theatrics and
like just wanting to be above somebody.
Yeah, and so that wasn't
control somebody.
And it wasn't just for TV. And now we are seeing the chickens come home to roost.
That's what it looked like, man. I mean, that's what it looked like. And honestly, bro, I just feel like shit. Hey man, you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
In this case.
Yep.
Because the fact that you got daughters, and I mean you got kids by women. You claim you love your mother. You wouldn't want nobody treating your mama like that, your daughters like that.
And now the chickens.
And
coming
and
home to roost.
Snuffing them, throwing them on the ground, and then kicking them while they on the ground, and then dragging them.
That shit was wild, bro. I can't even hold you. That was wild.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap for him, bro. It's a wrap for him. And at the end of the day, I hate to see the fall of what we deem in our community as success, but shit, man, at what cost? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Another news,
Yeah,
it's election season.
bruh. Why is it that you think the black man ain't rocking with Biden? Since they say that's what it is. Black men, like, Biden shouldn't depend on the black vote, but why do you think specifically as a black man, why black men aren't rocking with Biden right now?
I would
According to the polls, allegedly, respectfully.
I would say, and this was true of President Obama, right? During his first term, you had a whole lot of individuals saying, well, Barack Obama ain't done nothing for black people. So a lot of black people were saying they weren't going to vote for him for the second go round. A lot of those conversations that I had with individuals back then, there was a clear indication that they didn't pay attention in civics class or they don't understand how policy and things come to be. Now, I will also say Biden has done some stuff in the face of black Americans that has kind of been like a slap, right? Like putting executive orders out or pen to paper to protect certain populations of folk, but you won't come out and extend the same for the people whose vote you're dependent on. So there's a lot. There's a lot of things that's happening. One, we can even talk about the student loan situation. This is what you was running on. This was part of your platform. This was a thing. This was your competitor's thing. And so now we starting to see results as, election day is getting close. But it's like, yo, you could have did this 4 years ago, bro.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's the angling for me. It's like, all right, well, we've dumped so much money into HBCUs. Cool. We've done the student debt piece, and that has impacted a lot of black Americans. All right, cool. But it's like, yeah, the stuff that you've done is like the scratching of the surface. It's the stuff that y'all was supposed to do anyway, regardless of who was in office. You got to it first. Right? But I guess what I'm trying to understand is like, how is it impacting us to the point where we still ain't rocking with them? And I'm thinking, honestly, because like, yo, man, you say you've done all of this stuff as far as economic prosperity and job creation and all that stuff, but it's almost like null and void because I can't walk out of a grocery store without dropping $100 these days. Like, I thought this was a thing, right? But it's like, yo, every time I go to the grocery store, it's $100.
Pre-tax.
And that ain't a cart full of stuff, man.
Pre-tax.
Yeah. It's $100 for real, for real. And I think like it's almost smoke and mirrors because people can't feel it. And they say, well, yeah, Trump gave us, checks during COVID and signed them. And people's like, oh, well, he poured into me. Right. And I'm trying to figure out like, one, what am I missing? But I'm thinking like the fact that stuff is just so expensive now. It's like, nah, you can't pull the wool over my eyes because like I still can't feel it. All this stuff that you've done, I still can't feel it. Interest rates high, inflation still up. Gas back at $4.30 a gallon. You know what I'm saying?
Now, and I will add in, right, going back to civics class, we understand and know that all of this is not at the hand of the president, right? We know Congress plays a lot in this. And to your point, I'm not feeling any type of relief as a citizen. So why should I? And going back to the stimmies, they were small, but it was something. It was something
everybody
tangible.
loved getting a stimulus, yo. I remember I was in court, some child support shit, and I missed out on my stimmy. I was mad as shit. Hate it here, man.
I didn't get any, but so I can't.
Get no stim. I got no stimmy. I was mad as shit.
So, like, I get it. It's something that's tangible. Did it change your world? No. But for that brief moment, you had a moment to where you could breathe. It wasn't a deep breath, but it was something. But they're still attributing that to the person who occupied the Oval Office during that time. And it was like, yeah, it wasn't just them. Even though he wanted his name on the check, which was weird because it's not coming from your account. You're not in the Department of Treasury, but that's beside the point. When you hear arguments, people are arguing the point of tangible things. What has he done? What can I wrap my mind around? What have I seen? What have I felt in terms of my finances and my well-being as a citizen of these United States? So, I mean, I hear the arguments. I just, one, I don't get in debates. And two, what am I going to say to someone that still feels like they're afflicted? When you've been classically conditioned to think that you are afflicted. As a coach and a consultant, my job is to listen, and so I listen. And if this is your experience, who am I to deny that this is really your experience? What I will say is it's sad because the only other option is a felon.
Yeah, man.
And the longer it takes for them to do what needs to be done on the judicial side, the more fear of a reoccurring nightmare we will have.
Hey, man, but that's what it's going. He raising campaign dollars off of that thing, man. I just feel like we in a weird space, bruh.
Yeah.
I feel like we in a really, really weird space, and like nothing really making sense. And then because things aren't making sense, people are trying to make sense of it.
It's all based on subjective comprehension. We voted in the primary last week, and as I go and I'm looking, there are candidates from different parties, and they know they're not going to get the vote of the majority. They understand that. What I think is upsetting to me is because you're running and you know that you're not going to win the vote of the majority, you're taking away votes that could help ease the pain of these United States. Because when it comes down to it, and it's probably going to be close, those votes that went to the candidates that knew they weren't going to win could have been the determining factor. And it's
a game being played, man.
You're not going to be president of the United States when 213 people vote for you. You know you're not.
Yeah. And then you got certain congresswomen, man, they getting called out. Yo, bro, did you see the situation?
I loved it, and I've watched it at least twice a day since.
Yo, hashtag all the bees, man. She called that woman all the bees, but the bee that everybody
Was
wanted her to
wanting.
call her.
But the bees she used, we knew what she meant.
Yo, man, are you tracking? Yo, she called her all the bees, man. All the bees, but the main bee that we wanted her to call her and say it loud with her chest.
Yeah. And before I take it back, I'll add something to it, right?
Hey, man.
So shout out to our sister in the Divine Nine, Jasmine Crockett.
Oh, yeah, man.
Representative
for real.
Jasmine Crockett.
For real.
She's in Texas, right?
Yeah.
She's representing Texas.
Dallas area. Yeah.
It was. Yeah, that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you from the Game Recognized
hell
Game
yeah.
Show.
I appreciate her for sure, man. But I granted the comeback was cool, but I wish she had put a little more sauce on it. But sometimes you just gotta. She probably had that one in the clip. That's why all the bees came.
It was waiting. It was marinating.
Yeah, it was waiting. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. Bleach blonde, bad built bush body. Like, yo, I had to say that joke 4-5 times myself.
It was the alliteration for me.
Because I kept laughing. The next joke, I just kept laughing.
It was the alliteration for me. She didn't stumble. She didn't stutter. It came out with such great clarity. That was the St. Louis meets Dallas that merged into this beautiful marriage of a clapback. And I appreciate all the things that she stands for. Jasmine Felicia Crockett.
Yeah, man.
You all right
just
with
wish
me.
If she was gonna go that route though, man, I just wish she has just said, if I call my colleague Hulk Hogan in a skirt, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted her to really sting her a little bit. Because I don't think the white people got white they don't understand some of the slang. Like if you a big back or bad built big back.
Bad
bush body. Like I don't think all the whites out there got it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to like understood like the level of sophistication that she had to like really go without calling her the other bee.
Big bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. I think it stung because
it sounded like ho-ho.
Because there was a few that knew what she was referring to, and when the rest of them went home and figured it out, that's when it really stung.
Yo, man, they got songs in the streets.
They got T-shirts. They have T-shirts.
God. Yo, those are our elected officials, though, man. Let's just keep that a buck.
But she made a good point. Like, don't throw the rock and then hide your hand. Because you just did that, and so when I reverse it on you, now you want to play the victim.
Say it with your chest, man.
Okay.
Just say it with your chest.
And on the level,
like,
I'm meeting you on the level.
And old girl, she said she won't apologize, and I get it. But 2 tears, what my man George Clinton saying, house party, 2 tears in a bucket. Yo, hey, it is what it is, man.
Yep.
Now, honestly, I think it's far time that yo, if you on the opposite side of the aisle, man, you gotta retaliate and fight fire with fire, man. You try to be too nice, trying to be too PC, and they over here sunning you, and that joint is that. Yo, then they gonna tell her to calm down. You see that?
Yeah,
they gonna
like,
tell
calm
her
down.
They gonna tell her to calm down when she wasn't the instigator.
And it wasn't.
So if I finish it, I gotta calm down.
Yep.
Right. Just saying, man, that was a lesson learned for a lot of people out there, man. Don't write a check your ass can't cash.
Yeah.
Real shit.
But we love you, Jasmine Felicia Crockett.
Especially if you're a bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. I'm gonna add some shit. Big back.
I loved it.
Bold booty. I'm gonna say bold booty.
I loved it.
You sturdy, extra sturdy. Yo, man. Shout out to him, man. But it's about I don't know, man. I think the political season gonna ramp up, man. But I just want people to vote your conscience, but at least vote, man. Shit. Don't fall for the okie doke. They trying to get us to sit home on the couch. And I think that's the, and that ain't a plan to me. That's some sucker shit. You know. But we've been talking about a lot of sucker shit today. So I'm gonna close out the show, brother. Just close out the show. But with that said, man, treat people good, man. Treat people like you would want to be treated and how people deserve to be treated, man. Like, damn. Man, we got to start having some respect for one another, man. Some love for one another. Yo, this shit is getting unbearable almost. Seriously. But until we meet again, you've just witnessed another edition of the Game Recognized Game Podcast with RLJ and Kev. I'm KEV, that's RLJ, and we are the gentlemen advancing the melanin evolution, where evolution is revolution. Until next time, be kind and be light.
Be light.